Welcome to Versailles. Every 30 minutes, it's like 1,000 people enter. It's an experience that you should do if you hate the outdoors. Highly recommended. So, today is going to be an adventure. It started when I had to sneak my way through the Paris train system. Step 2 was finding this place. And then I got here and my camera is back in my hotel. So we are going to record this whole today on a very close, upfront and personal telephone. So this Louis XIV dude was super into water. And he wanted everywhere to have water in his gardens. So there would have been like sparkly stuff in there and all sorts of fountains and everything. But there's like all these pools. There's one here, there's one over here, there's stuff like down there. It's a little bit excessive. So apparently down here, we have a super famous statue of some mythology thing. Let's go take a look. Does he know turtles don't spit water? Okay, check this out. One thing I really like is how cute the little bushes are. And they're all done differently. Wouldn't it be cool to be a bush carver? But look, they're all like entirely different bush architecture. Oh no, you could grow up and be a bush architect. Isn't that what Ronald Reagan did? Cool. Look at that, isn't that pretty? I wonder if that's what all those statues over there look like, because you can see them all under covers. Okay, so for some reason, all of the statues in the palace today are covered, except for this man. He shall not be restrained. Freedom! Freedom! That's cool. So up here on the top, you can see the symbol of Mr. Louis. He needs a nickname. We'll figure that out. So he was called the Sun King because he was pretty vain, and he was like the ultimate dignity, deity, God's ruler, best king ever, yada yada. And he thought, oh, I will just nominate myself the sun. Cute little guy. Look at this. This is so cool. It's like we have Chronicles of Narnia statues. I forget what they're called. Mr. Tupples? Mr. Tuffins? Centaurs! It's a centaur! How cool. Okay, now, and they're not all centaurs, like they're just random things. Look at what we're approaching. A dragon! Beyond here be dragons. I mean, that's pretty cool. Look at that. Dragon. Ah, dude over there is taking a photo of us. Yeah, you're in the vlog. Now, can you imagine being Kingy Luigi and saying, yo, I want you to build me the most epic dragon. I have this massive, big water for it. And you get this tiny little thing. That's one thing I really don't understand. Like in Paris, you have these big statues, and the statues in this garden, they're very petite and humble in their size. Okay, I think it's now time to go and try to get into the castle. See, when you buy your ticket, you get the ticket for a certain time, and you have 30 minutes to enter during that certain time. And I'm about 30 minutes from the castle entrance, and my entry time just started. So, yay for another adventure. Can you guys see that? Like, I don't know if it's coming through. That's super sparkly. Look at that. Now, it's really cloudy here. So I don't know if it's coming across as gold as I see it. Maybe we'll call him the Sparkle King. It's now King Louis, the Sparkle King. Show me what else you got. So Sparkle King built this because he wanted to basically flex on the world. Here's how rich and powerful I am. Here's all of this stuff. And the whole thing about Versailles that makes it unique is that there's a town right next to it. So unlike other oligarchs, Sparkle King wanted to build a town around it. Even to flex some more, he didn't need to hide off in some remote villa, remote chateau. He could build a town, and the town could bask in the glory of the castle. I think it's also kind of cool that both Washington, D.C. and St. Petersburg adopted the same model whenever they were building their structures. Let me introduce you to the queues. This should be fun.
Go to the back of the line. We made it! We're in Sparkle King's Palace.
Okay, that was a significant line I did not expect you to encounter. But we've entered the Sparkle, and it's pretty legit. Look at that. I'll zoom you out. Look at all the sparkles. Everyone is taking selfies.
Me too. Zoomy. Dramatic zoom. Isn't that cool?
I wonder if these statues on the wall are his friends.
I mean, look at that. It's kind of weird.
Okay, let's go in this door and see where it goes.
We're greeted by boobs.
He was super into boobs. Like the women always have them.
And the men are always nice and clothed.
So we know Sparkle King had a preference for the ladies.
Boobs.
Okay, now the sound in this palace was terrible, and I tried to sound match it and fix it. So you're gonna get some slices of editor me versus like real life me. And so we're just gonna have a conversation as we walk through the Palace of Versailles. Okay, so in the Palace of Versailles, they split living quarters. On one side, King Louis, the Sparkle King, would live. And then way on the other side, his madam would live. Super interesting.
Lots of carpet. That is a massive couch, bed. We don't know what that is. Maybe this is her meeting room. The best part. All sorts of books in here that are over 500 years old. What? Look at this. Sparkle Queen really liked her Netflix and chill. Here's another one of the things. So maybe if she didn't like room A, she could come in here in room B. The carpets are beautiful. Dragon! That's like the fountain dragon. Oh, Royale! This is really cool. Also a little diorama of how the entry to the palace used to be. I think it's a little excessive. Homeboy really liked Sparkle. Good for him. Good for him. Okay, time to switch buildings. Let's go see what is in this structure. More sparkle.
Okay, now I think this was a cathedral that Sparkle King lived in and worshipped in. The ceiling though, oh my god, look at that little party in the sky. It was so intricately painted, and then like the decorations coming to the bottom. And then randomly there's just like this Illuminati sign in there. Whoa, that secret society do exist. So on the way up to Sparkle King's hotel, take a look at these stairs. It's like you can tell they've been worn down over time. It's awesome. Now the thing about Sparkle King's side of the palace is that every room was a different color. So this was a blue room, and there was this beautiful marble doorway between, and the red room. A wall of ladies. Like, this confused me. I had no idea why there was a wall of ladies, but I like this picture. It kind of reminded me of a Goya. And then we went into the green room, and the green room had this really beautiful cloth on it, and you can see just like how tight and close these rooms are together. But of course, each of them having their own color, and this was the gold room, and the gold room was great because they opened the window. Now, there were so many people in here, and about half of them didn't believe in using deodorant. So it was definitely an experience, both visual and aromatic experience in here. These old chairs were like hand embroidered. On the king's side of the palace, one thing I really appreciated was how intricate the ceilings were. Everywhere you looked up, there was some new design or new painting or just like a new activity to look at. And it was so cool. And then from somewhere in Sparkle King's bedroom, you could actually access the church, which I guess makes sense. If he declared himself the deity of God, he should have some sort of like a special access to the church.
Wow. So many stories to be told up there. I wonder if he just walked around like this all the time, staring at the ceiling, running things. And so it must mean it's special. Look at this. So it's hand carved. And then Sparkle King's face in it. Oh, wow. He's gone all out. That's quite the... So this room here, we have all of those marble walls, marble men, painted ceiling.
Now at this point in the tour, I was getting a little bit sick of the obsessiveness. It's just overkill, man. Bro, minimalism. But then we ran into his bed, and the bed was just like a normal bed. So yeah, that's where he slept. Now the Hall of Mirrors was actually pretty cool, and just to imagine like this was all built in the 16th century and that sort of stuff, this would have been amazing to have so much light and mirror. Just imagine a little fancy party in here. Now I tried to get some good thumbnail selfies in here, but people kept coming into my photo, so we'll see.
Okay, that's our tour of the Palace of Versailles. Versailles. Is it worth 30 pounds? There's a lot of rooms. It's pretty hot inside, so maybe you liked it better than me. I'm gonna head back to my hotel because I'm ready to embark on a different adventure, and this time I will bring my camera. Yeah. Drop a comment, like, subscribe if you want to. See you next time. Ciao.